Hello, it's me, the M.E Goddess. My name's Bernice and I suffer from severe Myalgia Encephalomyelitis, which makes me blur. It's one of those blur days. It requires me to be horizontal pretty much 20 to 23 hours a day. Now, I have been thinking a little bit about doing this video. The other day, I put a video up about something that I find helpful if I need to sit up, which was compression tights. And somebody came across the video and I got trolled. In fact, I might even be able to find it here. I'm not entirely sure. Hang on, let's pause this for a sec. No, you can't pause it. That's okay. Anyway, I got trolled. The person was completely focused on that I am an obese person. I am sick because I am obese. I will die because I am obese. That everything I have talked about as a handy hint is completely useless because I'm just encouraging obese people to be lazy. Give or take a few words, but that was it. And these comments went on for the entire afternoon, and I batted it away. And you know, my husband tried to explain that actually I'm not sick because I'm fat, and actually that weight is a side effect of the three major conditions that I'm fighting, which is full menopause, Hashimoto disease, and severe ME. I don't want to be this weight. I would love to be a different weight, and it really touched on some very, very soft spots because it's finding it really challenging to rediscover myself regardless of what my body looks like or what my body is doing or anything like that. And so it was an interesting coincidence that I was in a situation to deal with someone who saw a fat person and immediately deemed they had no value and no worth. Now, I've got 4 children, 2 girls, 2 boys, and at some point my little girl's going to see what happened. And you know, I've dealt with the incident itself on YouTube, comments removed, etc. But it really reinforced to me how, first of all, we have to stay in the pictures. No matter how much we don't like how we look, if we think it's not a true representation of who we are, it doesn't matter. Be present, be in the picture, because when you're gone, that's all that's left of you in a visual sense. You know, people have their memories and stuff, but photos and pictures become very important, and I'm really aware of that. I make these videos, and I've organized a lot of video photographic diaries, etc., for my children for when I'm no longer here, because really we don't know when that's going to happen. So prepare for the worst and hope for the best, basically. But getting trolled publicly because of my size or because of how I looked lying in the bed that day, why am I doing a video from bed, I must be fat and lazy, etc. Well, I'm not even going to go into that, because if you've watched any of these videos, you know why I'm here. But I just want to put it out that, yeah, I got a punch in the nuts over that, but it also reminded me of my determination that my daughter, she may have a lot of things to worry about and a lot of challenges in her life, both my daughter and my babies. I don't want them ever to feel that their worth or their value as people is tied up in how they look. Damn straight. And if that means that I have to go on these videos and make myself immune to my own things and fight this prejudice. First of all, people like me have had to fight medical prejudice through all of our conditioning, all of our conditions, all of our medical tests. It's gone on and on and on for 30 years. And now that we're coming out of the woodwork and we're saying, hey, we're here and this disease needs attention, and that's why I'm doing this. And there are people just like me all over the world who are facing their fears and doing it anyway, and getting out there and talking about ME and showing people what ME is and what ME looks like and how ME destroys lives. And they're doing it anyway. And then we have to face body shamers and a prejudice of obesity, a prejudice of weight, a prejudice of idleness. But oh my God, even when I was completely active and able to even before all this, I had weight. Now the difference is I can't lose it, and I'm having to work really hard to accept that, and to love myself, and to look at myself and say, and see myself through my husband's eyes, my friend's eyes, my children's eyes. And I'm working really hard on that. So this little kick in the nuts, it was a bruise, but then it made me think, this is why I just have to keep going. Whatever state of obesity I might be in, I'm not sick because I'm obese. I am obese because I am so sick. My body can't, my cells can't use up what my body has. End of. So, between us all, sharing our stories, putting ourselves out there, making people realize ME is a thing. But there's another thing, is I'm not going to stop. Even if I'm just the lazy fat lady in a bed, that's fine. But when I tell my children, and they tell me it back often, our worth and our value does not depend on our outside packaging. And I'm not going to stop saying that, and nobody can make me stop saying that. And I'm going to keep working on believing it and feeling it in my very core, because yeah. So this is my rebuttal to that person. And even after all my medical conditions were explained to them, they kept going. And people who carry weight face this prejudice on a minute by minute basis in some situations. So it's just another thing about this disease I get to suck up. But I am speaking out, because when my little girl sees these videos, I want her to know that her mummy is not only fighting for her life with ME, her mummy's also fighting that she never has to be fat shamed. That never has to be part of her world. So, crusade continued. Stepping off my soapbox now. Toodles!